I know most of the time we talk about the gospel reading, and unfortunately, we many times pass over the epistle reading. And many times the lessons in the epistle reading can be as important as what's in the gospel reading. And I think that example is what we have today, where St. Paul tells us about gifts that we are given, that every person, by the grace of God, has been given a particular gift. Now, some people are able to discern that gift, and they become, engineers, they become doctors, they become restaurant owners, whatever that particular gift is. Sometimes people, and again, being a child of the 70s, sometimes there are people that have to find themselves. So they spend time figuring out what it is that they want to do. But what St. Paul here is telling us is that it is our responsibility to figure out what it is that we can do to serve God. Now, sometimes what ends up happening is, though, we tend to waste a lot of time getting too involved in our day-to-day activities. And we never step back and say, is this really what I want to do with my life? Or better yet, is this what God wants me to do with my life? And this is what is being said here, is let us find through prayer what it is that really motivates us. Now, I'm a good example here because what I thought I wanted to be was an engineer. And so I went to my first job as an engineer, graduated, and I thought, this is what I'm going to be. And I very quickly found out that I made a lousy engineer because I'm not detailed oriented. So what I found is that I prefer something else, and God, through a mentor that I had, offered me then project management. And that was something that I definitely saw and I definitely liked. And it gave me the opportunity then to meet many, many more people and use a gift that better suited me. And Presbytera will tell you what that gift is. It is talking, because like her father, I just can't stop talking. So, using that gift and knowing that, my spiritual father saw the fact that I like to talk, and he said, I think you'd make a good priest. It's a joke, people. I'm just... Yeah. So it's important here that sometimes we may end up in a particular job or a particular skill or a particular profession that is not necessarily suited to who we are. Maybe it was suited for us at the time when we were in our 20s or 30s. But maybe now, as we grow older, as with me, all right, that your perception, your needs, and what your skill set is will change. So that's what happened to me. What I wanted to do changed over the years, and I would like to see it as culminating now in the priesthood, where I could take all of my previous experiences and use them to maybe mentor others, provide some spiritual guidance. And so this became the growth of what God saw fit for me to do. And that's what we need to do with ourselves, is to take stock. This is why the church, many times, one of the reasons why we have Great Lent is to take stock of our situation. Is that time for us to be reflective and to say, is this really what my life should be? And make that, and then discuss that with maybe our wives or our parents, our significant others, whoever that is, to decide and help discern what is the proper path for us. And that should be done, as he says here, with zeal, with mercy, meaning looking at our situation and what is right for us, and most importantly, with cheerfulness. Because again, nobody wants to be around somebody who is always sad and complaining. And you've been in that situation many times yourself, where you've heard somebody who is constantly complaining about how much they hate their job. And you feel like saying to them, then what are you doing? Why are you in this job? Maybe this is not what God wants you to do. And sometimes we may need to be that mentor and to offer up maybe other solutions, or get that person kind of out of their misery, so to speak, and move them then to something that is more suited to what their skill set is and what maybe God wants them to do.